Gary, thanks for joining us after that game. Your thoughts, really? I mean, another frustrating night here at Lewis Park.
Yeah, it was disappointing. The game was really disappointing. The lads didn't really turn up from start to finish. It wasn't quite going to happen for us, and of course that led to a poor atmosphere around the place. And the home supporters have seen really too many poor performances, and our away form's not too bad, but there's too many performances at home, and we're not quite doing them justice at the moment.
In the first half, having said that, I mean, you forced a couple of saves from the keeper, had some chances, and were playing the better football in that first half.
Well, I appreciate that, but you got to score the goals, and you'll know, you've been at all our games, that seems to happen at home, where we create quite a few opportunities, certainly early ones. We don't take them, and then all of a sudden you can feel the confidence drain out of them, and the atmosphere then around the ground gets worse, and then once you start getting a negative support, then it's very difficult to get it back. But I understand that negative support, because what comes first, chicken or the egg? The players have got to give the supporters something to get behind, and if they don't, then it's very difficult to support positively. So I understand that totally, but it is it wasn't a nice evening, let's say that.
Obviously the FA Cup game with Manchester United will make the headlines in the build-up for the rest of this week, but league-wise, I mean, we've got to talk about the league. Are you saying big changes in January with what's happened here again tonight, and the disappointment at home, really?
Yeah, you'd like to think you can do that. It's not as easy as people think it is to go out and get top players for the second half of the season, and but of course we're looking down all the different avenues, and to see whether we can improve our squad. So we'll have to just wait and see what the club will have to wait and see what turns up.
You've done it before in January. I think the last couple of second halves of the season at this level, you've turned it around quite dramatically, and I mean, obviously something similar is going to be needed this time to climb that table.
Yeah, well, something similar. Something's got to give, as it were, and the club has got to turn it around as quickly as it can, because I know we keep saying there's 25 games left, 24 games left, 23, and we're exactly halfway in the season now, and it's obvious that this squad as a whole is not appeasing our fans, and I understand that as well, but that's the way it is.
So now Manchester United on the horizon. I'm sure you've let the players know exactly what you think about tonight, and now you've now got to crank them into action for Manchester United. I mean, can you enjoy this week now, building up to Manchester United, given the league position?
Well, you've got to grieve first. I always say, this game, we can't get excited right at this minute. Whatever happens, there's got to be a big turnaround for such a big game as Man United. Something's got to happen so that we get a good atmosphere at the ground. And I'll just reflect on tonight and ask me again tomorrow.